Welcome back to our weekly podcast, Dad Life and Gaming Podcast, where we talk about games, dad life, and all the dirty diapers in between. I am your host, Nightmare. Y'all know me from the stream. I play occasionally. Well, not lately because of the bugs. But we got a nice little panel here today. As always, we got the Mikester.
What's up, everybody?
And then we also got Frank back. He just got done with a match, so he should have his full attention with the stream this time.
Yeah. How's it going, everybody? Yep.
and
Just
then,
got done tearing some bodies.
and then our special guest this week is a new member of the our group on Facebook, which we can't really say because we don't have their okay. Is Lance.
What's going on?
Just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself there, Lance. We're all open gentlemen with our coffee cups of poo.
I'm from middle of Missouri. I've got 3 kids. Oldest is my boy, and then 2 daughters. And I don't even know what else.
Oh, that's good, man. Like gaming backgrounds. What do you like to play?
Well, I fell pretty hard into Borderlands, rabbit hole, and just stayed just about nothing but that for a while. GTA Online, a little bit of Fortnite now and then, not very much, and then recently got into Rocket League. So,
good choice. My son
Ooh.
loves the shit out of that. I even for Christmas got him the RC Rocket League set. That's like $180. Yeah, he loves that. Now
That's awesome.
And Target now is selling the customizable Rocket League cars, so you can pick those up, change the wheel, the rims, add antennas and toppers to it. So I just bought like 10 of the mystery boxes for him when he's good for school.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's a little incentive. He's been a little not. I say he's gotten a little bit better with his attitude and behavior, but as far as everything else, he's doing better. He's got some improvements. But as always, in our first part of our show, we do have a hyper jump with Mike.
Traveling through hyperspace ain't like dusting crops, boy.
Okay, so your hyper jump with Mike this week. We have some fun stuff going on. All right, so you know me, big anime fan. Recently, switched over from Funimation to Crunchyroll and mixed match. We have How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ino, Domestic Girlfriend, Magnificent Kotobuki. We have Liz, Pastel Memories, and that's it for the anime. Right now, also, if you guys are into Pokemon like me, there is a Shiny Tapu Bulu event that I highly encourage you get into. To get your Shiny Tapu Bulu, all you have to do is register on BattleSpot, play between February 14th and February 21st, play 3 matches, and you will get a Shiny Tapu Bulu. All right. Everyone else who is a Magic fan also, there has been a reset in the rank for Magic the Gathering Online. You played in ranked matches from Christmas to January 31st. Be sure to check your account because depending on your rank, you may have been granted a certain amount of coins and a certain amount of packs. So be sure to check that out. Also, con season is starting, everybody. So here is your list of cons throughout this weekend. We have Anime Crossroads, February 8th to 10th in Indianapolis. Cap Icon, February 8th to 10th at the Ramada Plaza in Omaha, Nebraska. Oducon, February 8th to 10th in, Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. Seshucon at the Atlanta Marriott, Atlanta, Georgia. ArtCon in Newishel, where the hell you pronounce that, Missouri, or Montana, one of the two. Chibi Chibi in Olympia, Washington. FujiCon in Chicago, Illinois at the University of Chicago. Cochise College Comic Con at Cochise College. Sierra Vista, Arizona Anime Fest. February 10th, University of California, San Diego. Price Center in La Jolla, California. And that is your Mike Minute.
All right, guys. So we got a couple of topics to talk about today. And of course, we're going to hit the big elephant in the room, which everybody's probably played or heard about now, is this new game that just came out Monday, secretly, called Apex Legends. Now, everybody knows that I've been playing it on the stream, trying to, actually. I've been actually having a code error that come up, and I actually spent some time last night reformatting my PS4 Pro so I can try it. And the first match after I reformatted it, the screen froze as 2 squads were left. Of course, that sucks. And then I think we got through halfway through before we got eliminated in the second round. So I have to look a little bit more later on after the podcast to see if it's fixed. I'm liking it, even though I'm not a Battle Royale person. I played Fortnite, and I think I got top 2 on my 3rd match in. I was done with it. Sunday, I played a little bit of that Realm Royale, whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? The one that you turn into a chicken?
Yeah, Realm Royale.
Yeah, I tried that. Second game, I got first place. And I like the crafting system in that. And it's quite funny that when you get turned into a chicken, you start clucking the word fuck. I find that quite funny as hell, because you're walking around saying fuck, fuck, fuck. But it sounds like you're saying, like a cluck. But personally, I like it. It's got a nice little class-based system. It kind of gives you an Overwatch with a Battle Royale Black Ops thing. Mike, you played a little bit of it. What about you, Frank? Did you play a little bit of it yet?
I played a little, and I went right back to Blackout.
And then what about you, Lance?
Yeah, I've played quite a few matches on it.
Okay. So overall, let's go down the list. I like it. I might spend an hour to a night playing it. Mike?
I usually get about hour in, and I finally got my first place champion poster. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's Titanfall 2 Overwatch mix, and the only thing I can really say is I miss wall running.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second too. Frank, you probably are going to stick with your Blackout, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stick with Blackout's just a little bit more my speed, running gun style, familiar with weapons, and yeah,
And then Lance.
it's not a bad game. I'll probably pick it up maybe once a week.
Okay. And then Lance.
I'd probably spend an hour and a half, 2 hours a night. If I can find people that are actually talking and strategizing, I can go longer than that. I enjoy it.
Well, that's what I like about it, is that you don't necessarily need the mic. It's helpful, especially like for calling out for like what you need. Like ammo, weapon, optics, or but you have a ping system. That's really nice. I like that. You can ping like where you want to go, what you see, enemy, or whatever. That's really good. It's kind of like a League of Legends before they introduced voice chat or party chat. Is that you don't need voice communication, because we all remember the old golden days of Call of Duty where people were screaming at you or having music and Halo. Oh God, I hate that stuff. So bad. But it's got it. I've seen some a lot of people are praising it, and obviously Twitch is going real high on it. It's the most watched game right now. But
I just checked. It's got 312,000 viewers right now.
But I don't want to spend too much time into the game. I want to talk about more or less the what they did right about this game. First of all, there was no announcement. There was like leaked info about it, but overall there wasn't like, hey, this is coming out in a month or so. Come and check it out, or come play the beta or whatever. It was a leaked info, which we covered last week about, and he was right, so I'll give him the credit. Who was it again there, Mike? I don't want to mess up his name. The Quarterling?
It was a quartering, yep. He leaked it Friday, and then on Twitter Saturday, another news gaming journalist talked about it, and now, for some reason, and this a little weird, people are praising him as the one leaky, or as the initial leaker. So
Yeah,
there's a little issue there, but other than that, yeah, it was a quartering last Friday who was like, "Hey, Respawn's doing this."
yeah. Now, was funny because that same day I purchased the $10 Titanfall 2. So after the stream, y'all saw I was playing a little bit of Apex and went to Titanfall. Titanfall, like, I noticed a lot. Like, they got the same guns in Titanfall as they do in Apex. And like Mike was saying, the wall running's not there. Everybody's wanting it, but I'm not sure if they could include it. They're looking at, was it crossplay? That would be a good thing. Because when I had to reset my PlayStation, I got the 2 locked characters. I put $35 in. Let's just say that. I can justify putting $35 into this game because it's free to play. I got the 2 characters, which I've been playing the shit out of Mirage. That is a really good character to play. But then when I went on to my PC and started playing it, there was no crossplay, so I didn't have the characters unlocked. But in PC, you can type out, hey, this is what I need. You can open your inventory, which, going from a console to PC, there's going to be some advantages for PC. We already talked about how Rainbow Six Siege, you can lean without aiming in. Yeah, superior class PC, yes. You got some extra controls, better communications, because I was in a game where like 3 squads left. I was like, look, I said I need heavy ammo, and my teammate just dumped his whole backpack full of heavy. I was like, okay, I'm good now. So I like that aspect. But going back to the announcement thing, I think it was actually really good that they didn't oversell this like they are with Anthem or Division. Like, hey, this is not confirmed. Don't have high expectations for this, but this game is coming out today. They did a live stream at noon, and then it came out later that night, if I'm not mistaken. And,
Yeah.
And it just blew up so bad. But in a good way. First of all, it's free to play.
They're toting.
Now, what do you think? Do you think that they went right by? Do you think that they went right by going solo or no solo?
Honestly,
Having no solo mode.
I think that's good because a lot of people this gives you. I'm gonna make it as I was trying to make it not personal, but you gotta look at the kids now. They are going through school. We talked about this, that parents are having tutors for Fortnite because they think they have to independently be good at this game.
Yeah.
And
now, I'll tell you, I think it's great. Blackout. I wish they would do away with solo and limit it to duos and quads. The game has a more upbeat tempo, completely, when you're not in a solo match, and it's not on you. It's got a less campy feel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And that's another thing too, is that with the squad, you can't not everybody's going to be the same character. If you ran solo, everybody's going to be one person. So it wouldn't be fun. There's a team aspect and a strategy behind it. That's what I like about it.
That's one thing I know they did right.
Yeah, with the classes, I really do enjoy the classes, and I'm not sure about the whole stats if one class is faster than the other, kind of like in Rainbow Six Siege where you have armor and speed.
Yep.
But yeah, I think they the solo versus 3, you are more stripped away from this society where it's like, hey, you have to be the best. No, you rely on your friends and your squad to succeed. Not, oh, I'm the best player and I know how to build and do all this weird shit. No, you have to depend on your friends or you're going to get stomped.
Now, since you mentioned it, that's one thing I love about Apex is that you don't have building options.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Now, reading this, I read this Forbes article about it a day ago, and I'm just reading back on it now. I really like the way this guy put it. He says basically the game combines hero shooter gameplay popularized by Overwatch with the battle royale concept popularized by PUBG and Fortnite, and plays faster, slicker, like Blackout from Black Ops 4.
Yeah. And
so just an overall quick summary. I mean, I think that hits the nail on the head.
Yeah. Now, here's the next question. Do you think it should be more than 60 people map?
100%. The map's huge.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if they went to 100 person, like a even squad, then yeah, it should be like good. Like maybe, I wouldn't say double the size of a server. Like maybe add what, 6 more teams, 7 more teams.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If they put it up to 99 players, 3 people teams, that even out. And right now, Kings Canyon, the map they have available, is massive. Like,
oh yeah.
I've gone through matches where I haven't seen no one till the end.
Yeah, exactly.
And from the looks of it, with the certain hot fixes they have done, they are planning on adding new maps, because at the beginning of the game, the first day, all it said is loading map. Now it says loading Kings Canyon. So they are planning additional maps as well as.
I think if Apex puts in rotating maps, if it puts rotating maps into a battle royale, it will take the cake.
Mm.
Which I said about Blackout also. If Treyarch could put rotating maps, not just adding new places where everybody goes, but put in a rotating, 2 to 3 maps that are huge. I mean, the development would have to be ridiculous, but I mean, it would just be fun. You don't know what map you're going into, and then you have that quick thought of, okay, we're in this map, we need to go here.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that they added into this that I'm not sure about the other battle royales is like the drop ships and the hot spots. There's one spot on the map that's like high loot that's highlighted, and there's drop ships that have loot on it that has a higher vantage point that you can fly onto.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to the whole no announcement versus hype, look at I've heard a lot of wish-wash about Kingdom Hearts 3, that it's okay until the end, and it's really good at the end, because there's a lot of hype around that game. Now, do you think that this game got a lot of hype because it was just dropped out of nowhere? And it's done right?
Yes and no.
I mean, you could say the same thing about like albums, like artists that drop albums without announcing anything. Like, it's awesome, it's amazing. Even if it's not great, it's amazing.
Yeah. Looking at the long-term versus short-term acknowledgement of the game, when you go to like Kingdom Hearts, that's been teased since like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And people have just been so frustrated they haven't got it. I mean, it's just like the remake for Final Fantasy VII. People, once they get it, are going to be like, oh my god, they did so good. I can't believe this. All because it's updated graphics and stuff like that, whereas Kingdom Hearts is a more or less brand new IP sequel.
Well, from what I heard,
and when you look at them,
is that they didn't include any Final Fantasy characters in the new one, too.
Yeah, they limited it very much in Kingdom Hearts. But looking at that, and then the Guerrilla Tactics drop of Apex. It could be summarized as long-term hype versus boom hype. Now, everyone is on Apex right now. Like, there's 320-something people watching it, you guys said? 320-something thousand people watching it right now.
Ninja moved
And it
over,
just got released.
and he's
Yeah,
like the
It just got
golden
released,
boy.
and people are saying 10 million people are playing it. That don't surprise me at all, because it is the quote-unquote Fortnite killer in a lot of people's eyes. So, yeah, people are going to download it. They're going to check it out. They're going to be like, okay, yeah, this is cool. And going back to Respawn, they've recently released a roadmap for it, where they're adding characters every 3 months, stuff like that. Yeah, I
mean,
announcement versus hype.
think about that too.
Go ahead.
Is like, keep on going with that. I want to look into something real quick about a game I like. So keep on talking about that.
Okay, yeah, announcement versus hype. It's like, okay, good example here, because everybody likes pizza. So your favorite pizza store is like, okay, we have our classic pizza. Everyone loves it. Everyone buys it. And then they get a new chef, and it's like, he just made this pizza. We're going to be promoting this straightforward. Everyone's going to keep going back to the classic that they've heard about forever. There's going to be a lot of people trying a new one and be like, oh, hey, what's this?
Yeah. So going back
Well,
to...
it's the
Go ahead.
And
McRib
and
effect. It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Everyone loses their minds, and then before it's even over with and gone, everyone's sick of them again. So they get rid of them.
Yeah. That's what I was with
Exactly.
Fortnite. It was everywhere.
Exactly. And I am being heckled by my wife right now, and I'm about to go in there and let her talk about this. Exactly. I know you don't know what I'm talking about.
But just to go back on that, so they're adding characters, right? Like the game I was talking about
Yep.
earlier, Rainbow Six Siege, was released December 1st, 2015, and it's still getting characters. It's got a new operation coming out, year 4. So if they do something like this with Apex, that's gonna basically get me into this bus. I'll punch the tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the whole
Yeah.
champion basic. I love League of Legends. I haven't played any Overwatch because I didn't think I would like the.
Oh, Overwatch.
I used to play Unreal a lot, so I would think I would like Overwatch a lot too. I just didn't get into it because I think Destiny was still out at the time and Division was out. So I was like, okay, I'm good with these two games. But with this whole champion with different abilities, I can definitely see this doing a lot more long term than Fortnite. Because Fortnite, you're the same person. You just find your luck is either good or bad. With Apex, your luck could be good or bad, but you also have an ability just as backup.
Exactly. With Overwatch, there's 3 classes that people like to put their heroes into. There's support, there's DPS, and then there's tank. Support, you got the heals, you got the armor. DPS is the damage to other characters. Tanks, they're the ones who takes hits and the ones who provide the shield, stuff like that. My favorite 2 characters in Apex are the Phaser and the shield guy. And with that, I have a wide variety of different objectives I can complete myself to help the team out. Now, you play Titanfall 2, right, John?
Yeah. I haven't played multiplayer, but I've played the... I just got to the Codex, I think it is, when you collect it, and spoilers that your robot just gets, like, gut punched.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay, so in Titanfall 2, there is I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Eight
7
different
classes
Titans.
in Titan.
Yeah.
There's 4 different or 5 different Titans, but 7 different classes. In Apex, there's already 7 classes, but one of them isn't in Titanfall, and that is the gas guy. The one missing is one where you can actually turn invisible. And that is usually used for the sniper slash assassin that people like to use because he's big, he's bulky, and just doesn't really get around too much.
Well, the Wraith has a little ability where she goes partially invisible but leaves a stream. And then Mirage's ultimate is that he goes invisible, but he sends out 4 decoys. The only bad thing about that is that you cannot use any weapon or anything until your camouflage is up.
Yeah, the Mirage is actually what's known as the Hollow class in Titanfall 2, where you can send out copies of yourself while you're running and gunning.
Yeah, exactly.
The Wraith, I believe, is what she's called, is the Phase class, where you actually, and this is kind of where I'm disappointed in Apex, because you can get to some extreme speeds in Titanfall 2, where you can't reach that in Apex. So you pretty much just phase for about 3 seconds. You can get behind the entire enemy team and just wipe them out once you're behind them because they cannot shoot you because you're facing right past them. The gas guy, I haven't unlocked him yet. I don't know how he plays. So
I think he has like a
really the only one,
like a canister, like a huge canister. He just sits on the ground. But from what I've seen too, that he cannot be poisoned by another person of his same class.
Which character?
That makes sense.
The gas guy.
Bloodhound?
No, the gas guy. He's a locked character at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
yeah, okay. So to me, that sounds like a Titan ability, actually, where if you have guys on your back, you can release a static cloud, and that'll kill them. That sort of sounds like you're talking about. Whereas in the gas, just deals damage, DPS.
Gotcha. But I like how they did this. It's Caustic is his name, by the way. Caustic.
Okay.
But I like how this is going. Hopefully, and here's something else I'll bring up too, is that I believe everybody's really, really happy that EA didn't have anything to do with this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because probably all the characters, you probably would have only got one character, and you would have to buy all the other characters to unlock them. But you can actually unlock everything that you need to play in the game, which is the characters, if you want to, through time put in. And there's also
Besides the 2, right?
Yeah.
There's only 2 that you can't.
No, the 2 characters you can get through game time. Like you'll get like a
Time.
Yeah. And then also some of the other stuff that's really high up there, like the legendary skins, you can only get those with shards, which are through loot crates. But you can get the loot crates by just leveling up.
yep.
Actually, that's one thing that I heard that I actually enjoyed about it was like there's the only things that you have to pay for are completely cosmetic.
Yeah. Well, at first I thought that the cosmetic stuff was different guns that do different abilities. No, it's all just weapon skins. But the thing, too, is that they ensured players won't get screwed over by luck on the loot boxes. Because if you don't draw like a epic or above on your loot boxes, you get a plus percentage for your next time.
Okay. That makes sense.
Really?
Yes. Really. If in a moment I can pull up the game and I'll look it up. But yeah, it's like I was listening to somebody talk about how they really did this nicely because like in League of Legends you get loot boxes and you like events you can buy stuff and like you can sit there and spend like hundreds of dollars and you might get something good, but other times like you won't get anything good. You'll get screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, they actually made it so, like, if you are that person with bad luck, it will keep increasing your luck. So I'm pulling it up right now as we're talking. God, I gotta fix this thing. I've got a reset of my PlayStation, so all these notifications, all the sounds are coming up, and it's like, man, I really gotta go back and put everything the way I had it.
Yeah.
So let me see. Apex. All right. So cosmetic Apex pack contains 3 items from the following categories. You get skins, finishers, fame poses, trackers, quips, or medals, crafting medals. Probability of at least 1. You get a 100% rare or better item, a 24.8% epic or better, and a 7.4 legendary percent. Guarantees at least 1 legendary every 30 packs. And here's another thing. No duplicate cosmetic.
That's awesome.
And for one
That's good because
one pack is 100 credits or coins. So that is $1, I think it is. A 1-for-1 ratio because 1,000 coins is $10.
Okay.
For 10 packs is 1,000. So for $10 you get 10 packs. And actually, you know what? I'll do one right now. While on the podcast, I've got 1,001 coins from doing the starter packs or whatever. I spent 34 to get the packs through PlayStation. Which, if you get PSN, you get a free pack of something. You get like a starter pack or a founder's pack. So I'll buy 10 right now.
okay.
And we'll go through and see what it does while you guys are talking. All right,
So I'm looking at it here, and it says for the characters that you can buy, you can choose between them when they unlock the first after about 15 hours and gain the next after another 30 hours.
Yeah. All right, so first...
Oh, so they teeter it out.
Yeah, so first pack I got a rare, and everything else is common.
How many items do you get
3.
in each?
You get 3. I got a weapon skin, crafting, and a common skin. Second thing is I got a rare and 2 commons, which 2 skins and more metal.
Okay.
So I got, again, another 2 commons and a rare, which is a skin for Mirage, so I'm happy. But it's, oh, never mind, it's tulips all over him through that. So this one has got 2 rares and a common on it. So there's another scan for, there's a banner pose for Mirage. 2 blues and a common. So, see, it's getting better, more and more. So I'm on my 5th one right now. I got 2 blues. And
You haven't got a epic yet?
No, but I'm getting 2 rares now per. So, yeah, I'm now averaging 2 rares per. So I'm on my 3 packs left. I got 2 commons and a rare. So it's all skin cosmetics and crafting shards. And I just got a legendary and an epic in my next one.
Nice.
I got a caustic epic skin and a legendary heavy construct skin. So I guess that's an LMG. And I got a rare in that too. So it's like full value right there. And my last one. So 2 rares and a common. So yeah, I felt like that was a good $10. And pretty much like all the skins I got were the new characters.
That seems pretty worth it.
That's another thing too. I've noticed that when you play a character more than the others, you get more drops for that character.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Kind of.
I don't know.
Kind of. I mean, let's see. With all the ones I just bought, I got 5 things for 5 character stuff out of the 8. So I got.
Well, honestly, that would be really badass if that were true.
Yeah, I got 3 skins for a person I've never played. But for the Mirage guy I play, I got 1, I got one skin and a banner pose. So it might, but it might not.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed it because I've leveled up to, I think I'm at 8 now, level 8, and I get a lot of uh, the shield guy and the phaser. So I've noticed that.
But nevertheless, oh wow, okay, so that's kind of like Rocket League right there. Okay, cool. So I've got a epic skin for Caustic, which is it's a moving red particle on his suit. So it's like blinking red. It's called heat sink. So it's kind of like the Rocket League cars where you see the animations of their paint.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I mean, we'll see tonight if the game crashes on me, and then because like I said, I've been having that issue like the other it seems like after I bought that $34 worth of stuff, like every game got blue screened or something happened.
So I tried to hop
I
on
hate the
earlier,
blue
and it was having problems connecting to the servers.
Like I get that too, but you just gotta like. I've heard that you just gotta go to the main menu and whatnot. That helps. But mine was actually like the app crashed and I had to stop and usually it was like when I was in the middle of the game too. And usually like one of the last 4 freaking squads left. So that even teared my butthole even more about that. But so I think they did a good job. Period. The end. And even EA said they didn't have anything to do with this. So that's even better for everybody. That's a consumer win right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just want to see how it goes and how their business model stays true.
I hope it does. I hope they keep coming out with stuff. I mean, gosh, like that many players, that many Twitch streamers right now, that many people watching. I mean, all eyes are on them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
But that's they did right. That company did right. And speaking of which, also Mortal Kombat 11 is done right too by the community.
That's what I hear.
Because they've done their reveals right.
Yeah. So as I said, I think it was episode 2 of the podcast. If you watch the original announcement trailer for Mortal Kombat, you see Cabal running right by the Mortal Kombat sign. Well, Cabal just got announced. They did a fight cast for him, like they did with Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2, NetherRealm Studio did. So they showed him off a bit, and he looks. First up, he doesn't look good because he's all like decrepit and decaying and all that, but he looks sick. Like some of the moves he can pull off are amazing. And then at the little end of it, you got a little sneak peek of Devora. For those who don't know, Devora is the Hive Queen of the Mortal Kombat Realms universe. She is a bug woman, and in MKX, she was a pretty good character with some decent mix-ups. So they kind of teased her, and she is confirmed as being in, and it's probably going to be the next combat cast.
That's awesome.
And thankfully, this past week has shown that freaking Shaggy is not going to be in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to everyone who wanted him. You can all bite my ass and go to bed.
Well, that's why I saw too that there's a tweet from one of the game producers or whatnot, and he was going with the community. He said, unfortunately, as much as everybody wants him to be in there, Shaggy will not even do the lowest percentage of his might be in this game.
Yeah.
So it's confirmed that Shaggy will not be in Mortal Kombat 11.
It's really a bummer.
Yeah, good.
Because then it would just be a
don't
meme.
even start.
It would just be a meme.
100%.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm kind of upset about what they're doing with Soul Calibur. They're having all these guest people coming in, which there are some rumors about the next characters coming in, which I have no idea who they are because they're on later editions of Soul Calibur that I haven't played. But they already have 2 guest characters in the game, which is Geralt and 2B.
Mm-hmm.
Which, no. I mean, guest characters are fine, but like cartoon characters and stuff in games like that, they really need to watch it.
I mean, they did okay with Soul Calibur 2. And they did a really good marketing strategy on that too. And that's the only one I played. I had the Xbox version and I had the GameCube version. Never played the GameCube version. Never got to get my hands on Link. But when it was released, I was Xbox playing, and that was okay. I mean, it was online, so I didn't get to play online. But now it's like 2B. I was like, okay, she's flashy and whatnot. And certain things you would think that would work against her don't. And then Geralt is like low tier, like puddle of like filth right now. I heard that he got some buffs, but I haven't seen anything much of that. And it just feels like they're gutting a lot of people. They're gutting everybody down at once. So everybody's garbage, but they're still garbage tiers of the garbage. If that makes sense.
Yeah. With Mortal Kombat 9, the guest character was Freddy Krueger. And he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. He was more in there to help promote the new movie coming out at the time, which was Nightmare on Elm Street, the redone version. In Mortal Kombat X, you had Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Xenomorph, and the rest was Mortal Kombat characters.
Predator.
Missing them. Oh, yep, Predator. Because they wanted to do a horror pack. So they did really good by those characters, by the way. Leatherface was hell of a 50-50 character. Same with Jason, which was my main. So putting them in there were awesome. A lot of top 8s had Predator in it because he was a Ukazemi character. Ukazemi, if you don't know his term, Japanese term for wake up. And it was just amazing. He could get in on people that normally you couldn't get in on. Now, with Mortal Kombat X, the guest characters, a lot of people are pointing at Spawn because everyone knows that Ted McFarlane's working on the new Spawn movie. Or Todd or Ted? Either way, McFarlane's working on the new Spawn movie. So they're like, okay, yeah, he's going to be in there.
They're just
As
going
for
to
the
take.
rest, everything's up in the air.
They're just going to take the model from Soul Calibur 2 and plug them in the game.
I hope not.
Yeah,
That'd be ridiculous.
That was a pretty. That and Necrid. Necrid was such an awful character.
I didn't mind him in Soul Calibur 4, but
He was in 4?
oh, it's welcome. He was in 4, yep.
Oh god. Let's not talk about was it Soul Calibur 5, Yoda and Vader.
But when it comes to a lot of people wanting certain characters in, it's like, yeah, Ed Boon, one of the main developers on the game, he listens to fan feedback. However, when it comes to stuff like Mortal Kombat and it's already coming out in April or May, whatever it may be, because I'm hearing rumors of a little bit of pushback, that stuff's already set in motion until DLC Pack 2. And then, for those who don't know, NetherRealms releases DLC packs as 4 characters per pack. And yes, you can do a season pass, but that only lasts, I think, for 8 characters. So more or less,
here's my question.
the characters are already set in stone, pretty much.
What do you think about the Ninja Turtles in Injustice 2?
I thought it was a good tie-in because if you I don't know how many of you are fans of old school comics, but Batman actually had team ups with the Ninja Turtles.
I do remember that.
Yeah, so it was a good time. It's the DC universe.
But as far as playability,
As playability, there was recently found a 100% combo with Leonardo.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Isn't that
you tell me about playability.
but that's the one thing I didn't
But yeah,
like.
that's my thoughts on all that.
The one thing recently, like with the tournaments I've seen of Injustice 2, is a lot of it is zoning now. Like a lot of was it Tweed likes these Spitfire, Starfire, and then you got Grog with Atom. I mean, personally, my two favorite fighters are Biohazard and Honeybee, because they're just not.
Yeah,
They're
and
not.
that's
They're
why-
not meta. But when they get rolling,
Yeah.
it's freaking hard to stop them.
Yeah. I mean, over time, with any game, the meta evolves, the picks get counterpicked, all that stuff, and there's new stuff found. So it really, it's just a matter of that with Injustice.
I don't even want to talk about meta because they just changed League of Legends, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from this like I did like 2 years ago. Well, they just changed all right, my pocket pick if I wanted to win and climb was a DPS character named Jin. I could just roll with that guy, and now like 3 of his items got changed. So I'm like, yeah, let's not play that game anymore. And yeah, I will log in like every 2 days just to get my free key fragment, which you need 3 of them to open a box, which I have like 30 boxes. But it's like, I don't know. Like that League is starting to become more of a hard team focused game. Versus end of last season was a individual carry performance, and you just get placed with these orangutans, and it's like giving a newborn a freaking a freaking project, a laptop, and PowerPoint. It's like, hey, make me a presentation. It's not going to get done. It's like you can tell this person, hey, I need you here right now or in X amount of minutes to help me with this. And they're on the other side of the map. So it's like they're taking a lot of the single person carry potential away. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll see you next patch. When you revert stuff.
I can't play League. I enjoy watching League. I understand the game. I like it. I just can't play it.
I can play it. It's just like they done 3 things this patch that were really good, and the other stuff was like, why? They changed 3 champions. One of them was actually my go-to person for top lane. The other 2 were hard carrying mid laners, which one of them could hide under turret. And they changed that where you can't do that anymore. So I'm glad about that. And it looks like they're taking a lot of the sustain and lane away. So that's good because there's a lot of people that could just infinitely stay in lane and just collect their money. And like I said, unfortunately, one of those people was Aatrox, which was my go-to pick that nobody can counter me. But they nerfed him, and now the Urgot is going to be the guy to go to now, which I used to play a lot of him when he was big at the mid-season last year. But it's not fun picking meta. Like, my thing I like about when I play it is that usually if I can see what I'm playing against, I can pick the champion that counters him, and I know how to function that champion to win lane. But the rest of my team is so dumb. they'll like go places where they shouldn't go, and it's like I understand the game enough where I'm not like challenger, I'm not diamond, but I know how to think, and it's the simple things that can help with that, and that's a lot of thing. That's one thing that's missing with a lot of people nowadays is the simple thing of thinking, especially when like you're driving down the road and they're just thinking about themselves and not looking out for other people. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with like what I play Tekken and all that. If you can read your opponent, you win the game because one, you'll learn their pattern. Two, you can get in their mindset of okay, I need to do this now so I can clutch the match, and you can pretty much just counter move them. You know.
I don't know. Honestly, I like that aspect, but there's a lot of people pushing that multiplayer game. What about you there, Lance?
What's up?
I said the whole like individual performance versus team based. We're kind of getting to now.
I find it really hard to get into games as solo player. I've always been real into the multiplayer, and it might just be going back to childhood playing games with older brothers and stuff. But if I can't get on the mic and BS with somebody or play alongside someone else, I find it really hard to get into it. But when you get with teams that you've got a spiteful teammate and giving your location away or not helping take out an enemy, it's stressful.
Power hunting. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, I would never play. I would never play League without an actual team, without like an actual cohesive unit.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we'll go back. Quick little thing to Apex is that yes, it's a team, but they also give you the freedom to do what you want to by yourself.
Yeah.
Like dropping
totally.
dropping in, you drop as 3, but you can say, "Hey, I'll release myself from the squad," and that's what I usually do right before you land. Is if we're going to the same area, I'll break off right before we land and go to a different building away from the rest of my team, so I can get a weapon versus having to like fight your teammates with a weapon.
Yep.
Exactly. That's how it is in Blackout, and the newest game mode in Blackout that they just came out with, which is Ambush. It's literally snipers and knives and rocket launcher, and like you don't even have to land with your team to like actually play, because most of the people don't land with their team.
Yeah.
It's like towards the end of the game, you end up getting with your team.
Is PUBG still a thing?
I find it completely irrelevant, but
I mean, there's one guy I've got on my Twitch following. I can't even think of his name right now, but he plays all the Battle Royale games.
yeah.
I can't think of it. Oh, man. Why is it escaping my freaking head right now? But, yeah, he plays a lot of the Battle Royale games. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But it's just, I don't know.
Are you talking about Shroud?
Not Shroud. It's some guy that has like a wolf as his icon. I'll have to find because Shroud is playing the shit out of some Apex.
Blackout. Well, yeah, he was playing Apex, or was playing Blackout. Like religious.
Yeah. Well, that's one.
But I guess.
Go ahead.
I guess it really depends. What kind of tournaments is Apex going to have? You know, what kind of money are they going to put up for these people?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, did you guys see that they announced that?
No.
Oh yeah, they're going to be looking, I think, over the next month or two at the top Twitch streamers, pay them to come out, and they're going to do a tournament for them.
Oh, like the Twitch Rivals thing?
Yep.
Gotcha.
So I'm
Code
not sure the
Red.
number
I mean,
behind
the
that.
Doritos Bowl, Code Red Bowl. I mean, there's quite a few
Yeah, but they're
that
doing
have
something
come
like that
out,
for Apex.
which is great. 100%.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's supporting the community, which is something a lot of games don't do now.
It's just follow your community. That's the best thing you can do. That's the way to stay relevant, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cannot find this guy, and it's making me angry so bad. Oh man, but this one guy I enjoy watching is True Talent, and he plays Dead by Daylight, and that's still a pretty good game to watch. I couldn't play it even though it just got free on PSN. Was it 2 months ago?
Something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, it's a good unique game, but I could not play that game to save my life. Like, it's hard enough to play Battle Royale when you get to the sweaty part where you're like the last 3 people left.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's one thing about Battle Royale that just like irks me, and it's when you're playing and you're playing properly and you have like 6 or 7 kills and you get towards the end of the game and you get killed and you look at the opponent, you spectate them, and you're their first kill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's the guy's name. Viss. That's the guy that plays Blackout, PUBG, Viss. Yeah, he plays all the Battle Royale games. And some like Coyote Wolf icon, but yeah, that's. I don't know. It's Battle Royale season. Let's see what next year or the next 5 years what the top genre is going to be, because what we talked about last week, it was zombies, it was Call of Duty, Halo, then it went to zombies,
Yeah.
and then it went to
I mean, 5 years, I think we're gonna start looking at VR and AR.
yeah, which is something I'm trying to see if I'm going to get my son or not.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, it's either that or a Switch, and I've been debating on that. And I still got until April to make a decision.
Well, I got really into Borderlands, and then they've got the Borderlands 2 VR.
Oh yeah.
I really want to try that game. I really don't want to spend $400 to do so.
Well, dude, I tell you, look on Facebook Marketplace. People are selling their VR systems complete for like $200.
180, 200.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I think it was like last night or something on Marketplace. Dude, people are like, they got it, and it's like, oh, it makes me seasick. Let me get rid of this thing, and it's like $200 for like everything, the headgear. I'm like, dude, what the heck? Give me another week. I'll be on top of that with my taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is that you gotta be careful, because if you get one that's not smoke free or pet free, yeah, have fun with that.
I said have fun with that.
Well, I'm hypersensitive to that stuff, so like cigarette smoke or weed will get me freaking headache. If I'm like 10 feet away from it and smell it, it will instantly give me a headache.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't be around me then. I smoke like sometimes.
But yeah, like I
And,
see a PSVR headset with a camera for $150 right now.
That's pretty wild.
I'm telling you right now, like, go online, and like Marketplace is really good to find places, because they have to have a good account on Facebook to have that. Like right now, I'm looking at a PSVR set, and let me pull this up right now. It comes with camera, move controllers, Skyrim, Job Simulator, and VR World. 325.
Wow, 325. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's got the little move controllers, the camera, and the headset.
Yeah, because you take in consideration it's 300 for a PS Pro or PS4 Pro.
$399.
It's another 200 for the $399 for a PS Pro. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got $399 there, 200 for the VR headset alone, controllers, and then you got to buy the games.
Yeah.
That one right there, it's $325 for that plus 2 games
Yeah.
or 3 games.
So
200
I'm
right
looking
here.
through it.
200 right here for the headset. It's version 2 with move controllers and the camera and headset with a carrying case for the headset.
There you
So
go.
I'm looking through it in my area, and they've got the headset and camera for 120. No
Dang.
games, but
Still. But like I said, Marketplace is pretty good. If you're the listeners or even anybody in the podcast right now, Marketplace is really good. I've gotten was it a Turtle Beach Stealth 600 headset for $30 from a lady that bought it because she thought that she needed it for Spider-Man. And she didn't need it. So I was like, okay, I got that for the girlfriend that time for Christmas. And yeah.
I mean,
here we go.
Marketplace. I got a free canoe and a $50 boat.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
free canoe.
It's a free canoe. It didn't need barely any work, and it's sitting in my backyard under about half a mile of snow. I swear to God.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like right now,
Yeah.
like I want to get more monitors, but I want all the same monitors, which I've got a Dell SE 2717 HR 27-inch ISP. But it's like hard to find them now because the ones I got were from Best Buy when they had them for $100, and there's only like 3 in Florida. One of them's like $100, but it's in Tamarack, Florida, which is Miami.
Wow.
But yeah, like
I went straight with Acer monitors on Black Friday for a store, and actually, I mean, like, gosh, I hate to say it, but don't waste your money on a BenQ.
Yeah, it's the was it the Apple of monitors?
Yeah, just don't do it.
Like I said, I ordered my first monitor from it was the eBay Best Buy. It came in, I plugged it up, and it looked like the texture processor went bad on it. So it looked like there was carbon fiber on my screen. Like the whole texture. So I took it back, I emailed them, and it was just a pain in the ass to deal with them. So I took it to my local Best Buy, which luckily I live like not even 3 miles away from a Best Buy. It's pretty big. And they swapped it in-house for it. And then I was like, okay. And then a week later, I see another one on clearance for $100. I mean, it was like $140. So I was like, I brought it up to the counter. I was like, hey, I just bought the same monitor a week ago for this price. It was like, okay, we match it.
Yep.
But the only thing is that I need an adapter to wall mount it, which is a $30 adapter. I think it's a Vespa. It's a Vesa. Or Versa.
There's another money-saving tip for everybody. Best Buy will now price match Amazon as long as it is sold by and fulfilled by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And Newegg also.
Oh, nice. I didn't know about Newegg.
Yep, they'll do Amazon and Newegg. They just have to be sold by and fulfilled by the main company. It can't be a third-party seller.
Yeah. So like my monitors are Vesa bracket adapter, so that's the only bad thing about it. I had to I got a was a gas spring wall mount for my monitor, and for it to go on that, I need a $30 adapter.
That's where they get you, man.
It's fine by me, honestly, because I love the gas powered where I can lift it up.
All these.
But going back to our other thing is, if you want to try something out, Best Buy is pretty much Walmart. They won't ask questions.
No, they won't. They won't.
They're awesome. I like them because of the customer service. They're on par with Target. And Target's better, I think, customer service than Walmart.
100%.
But I went to Best Buy to look at a computer, which I ended up getting half off, by the way. And there was another upcoming streamer that was looking at microphones. And I told him, I was like, look, before you go and buy it, why don't you go, well, before you, like, make your rounds at it, first of all, go to the marketplace, find it. And it'll be cheaper. Or you can go on Slick Deals, because he was looking at the Yeti Blue mic, and I told him all the time that you can go online to Slick Deals, and they'll have it bundled with Assassin's Creed Odyssey for like $60, which is the price of the mic.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, buy it from Best Buy, plug it into your computer, run it for like 3 days. If you don't like it, return it. If you do like it, return it and go on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Because
That's the truth.
Because, like, I went on Facebook Marketplace, and this guy was a streamer, and now he's having a kid. I end up buying his Logitech Naga Chroma, which is, like, the 24-button mouse, his Logitech camera 1080p, and his Yeti Blue mic for $80.
Nice.
Wow.
I was like, sold. Meet up, let's go.
I just
The Yeti Blue's like what, 120 on its own?
Yeah, exactly. And he still had the box it came in. So
That's awesome. You can't beat it.
pro tip, if you want to try something brand new, try it out Walmart, Best Buy, or even Target. Try it out. If you like it, return the motherfucker and go on shopping on Craigslist or Marketplace or LetGo or OfferUp. Preferably do Facebook because you can get back with the person if they like screwed you over.
Yeah, they kind of have a personal investment in their Facebook profile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, we went a little talk about that. About our shopping,
Yeah.
our dad wallet pinchers.
Man, dude, sometimes they know the best, you know?
Yeah,
Gotta make do.
exactly. Like me, I don't spend money on freaking brand new games. I mean, shit, I just bought Titanfall 2 for $10 because it was a hell of a deal and somebody told me to get it. And I'm enjoying it. It's really fun. It's a really good, like you said with Black Ops, a run and gun.
Yep.
And I've just been playing story. And I've been loving the story, which is definitely worth the $10 I put into it.
Titanfall is very fluid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can pretty much you can run the game with the kids call it the hot lava or the floor is lava.
Floors on lava.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can pretty much do that in that game. Like you can stay off the floor. Oh, and speaking of which, I haven't been able to because my key did not come into my email, or it might be the open beta key I get, or whatever. I don't know. I didn't get the key for Division 2. But what I did try was Devil May Cry 5 demo.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, lucky.
It was okay. It reminds me of the old Devil May Cry, but the good thing is that you can keep your combo going if you don't accidentally hit the wrong button.
Hmm.
The level is use. I think you're. Is it Dante? It's not Dante. It's Virgil, right?
Yep.
So you have the arms. I'm not familiar. I haven't played Devil May Cry since the second one, so forgive me, guys. But I downloaded it. It's like a 15-minute demo. But the good thing is it's very fluid. The only thing I wish you could do is change arms. But the only way to change arms is either you use it or you get hit while using it. And it blows up. But one of the there's the electric field push thing, and you can hold down the button to charge it, but it will use it. There's one that will like just go around punching an enemy over and over and over. And then there's another one that'll help you like wall dash, or not wall but air dash. But if you hold it down, it's like a sonic cannon that would just like Iron Man like arc reactor cannon style. But like at the beginning of the game, I tried out. I was like, "What do these buttons do?" And I wasted all my arms but one. So I was like, "Okay," but you can pick them up later on, or you can buy them fairly cheap. There's like $100 an orb, or you can buy them in bulk. So I had the Mike Tyson edition gauntlet on, which will, if you hit circle whatever enemy you're attacking, it will just go around and start punching it over and over and over. And with that, I was able to have like an A or S grade combo with 5 enemies.
Wow.
And then like the boss of it is a Goliath, which is really, at first it's like the way that the cutscene is like you are like just playing around with them, like you can't be touched. But when you're playing with them, you are going to get touched unless you do these weird combos and stuff. Which I will have to say, while you're in the air and you use your arm ability, you actually hook shot to them or bring them to you.
Wow.
What is
That's
it?
nuts.
What is that one game? It's not. I'm not thinking of Just Cause. I'm thinking about the other one that you're the bionic arm that you use to like slingshot yourself around.
Oh, yeah, Bionic Commando.
Yeah, it's like that. It reminds me of that. Like you're sitting there punching somebody in the air, and you jump in the air, you hit circle, and you'll bring them to you. If you're on the boss, you'll go to them. But it's only like a 10-foot, barely 10-foot command grab. So, but again, like I kept on hitting L1 by accident, which uses up your arm. So that was fun. But there is also this like I forget what it's called. Like it's like a hyper gauge that you have to keep on like smashing your L2, and it'll like make your sword fire, and you do more damage or do burn damage. So while you're button mashing your attack or your gun, you're smashing L2 to get that charged up so you do more damage. And the only other thing that I would say that they would change is that with your gun, you have like a revolver, and you can shoot one bullet, or you can hold the square to reload, and as soon as you're done reloading, it will use one of those charges up, which does like a multiple hit thing. It will do like 10 shots in one. And it will use 2 of your ammunition, quote unquote. But once you're out of those 6 ammunitions, which there's only 3 shots because you use 2 bullets each, you'll just use a single shot over and over and over. So you hold square, you'll reload to 6 shots, which is reality only 3 shots. And as soon as you're done with the animation, it will use up one of those charges to do like a multiple hit.
Okay.
I was like, that's not right. That as soon as I'm done like reloading my gun with the special ammo, it'll use it. But there's an unlimited amount, so it's frustrating. Just little tweaks, but it might be changed in the full game. Am I going to get it? Probably not. It's just because I've got Devil May Cry. I've played 1 and 2. I've got the third one for computer, and it never worked. So I was like, I'm I mean, it's a free demo. Go check it out.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I mean, free, hard to beat.
Yeah, and it only took like 10 minutes. It took probably the same time to play as it did to download. But then again, I do have a 40 meg internet hardline over here.
Yeah. I hate it because at my store we got a gigabyte download, fiber optic, and at my house I live out in the middle of nowhere, and I got 10 megs.
That AOL dial.
It's just bad. It's just so bad.
I got gigabyte download. I'm hardline 60 megs download when I'm not. So
Wow, that is ridiculous. That's a huge difference.
I got Comcast, so, but from all the horror stories that you hear about Comcast, it's not bad, honestly.
The service isn't bad. It's just the customer service.
Actually, no, because when I called up the other day, like I got something to mail about promotion. No, actually, Spectrum called me. And they were like, hey, we're providing this service, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I think I have something that's cheaper and better. So let me check. So I called them. Is like, look, hey, you got the 20 meg right now. For $10 cheaper, you can get the 40 meg. I was like, okay,
Yep.
why am I not doing this already? Thank you. So right now I'm running a 40 down, 20 up. For, I think it's $80 a month.
Wow. That's not bad.
And I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, coming out of Atlanta for a server.
See, the 1 gig down, 750 up, is run through a third party by Spectrum. It's a third party company that runs it. And it's really, the expensive part was getting the fiber optic cable installed. To get fiber installed, it was like $10,000.
Jesus.
But now the service will cost me $40 a month for a gigabyte.
Oh, that's good.
So, I mean, there's a pros and cons to it. I mean, obviously, they're going to juice you automatically because you're a business and you've got a business line. They're like, oh, yeah, we could charge him whatever we want to charge him because he needs internet.
He needs that porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultra
we've got the
download
exact
speed.
problem right now. So our server got struck by lightning a couple of days ago at work.
Ooh.
And called the internet company up. He said, well, we'll have someone out there Monday or so.
Yep.
I was like, we're dead in the water without internet. We can't do anything. And we still haven't heard anything back about when they're going to get it fixed, except maybe Monday.
Jeez. At least you got internet at home, right?
Yeah, I got it here.
Let's see. We do internet and phone, and it cost us, I think, around 90 to 102 a month. Whereas in before, we had internet, phone, and TV, but we cut the TV out, and that was 210.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a difference.
Honestly,
And
it's a great discussion about, do you need cable television anymore?
No, you do not, because you have internet. You have the freaking internet, guys. I'm telling you. I was talking to somebody earlier about this, and they're like, man, I'm so sick of Dish. I was like, dude, the only thing I have in my house is I pay for Netflix, which mostly my son watches because of like the TV shows. Like he's into this Boss Baby TV show.
Oh
That's all.
man.
But last weekend we sat down and we watched The Incredibles 2. And then my sister today, while she was watching my son while I was finishing up my work, they were watching the Han Solo movie on Netflix. So it's worth it, honestly. Because most of the Disney stuff that comes out on DVD is going to be on Netflix.
For sure.
But he's like, when I had AT&T Uverse, oh man, that thing was so expensive. I even done the PS View, which is okay in its own spec. I did it when it first came out, which was really choppy. And then I got it again, but then I wasn't home, and I was like, you know what? I don't need to spend money on something I'm not going to watch. But,
Yep.
like, you can find anything on the internet to watch.
Yeah,
we
Literally anything.
I mean,
the Philo or Philo, however it's pronounced, service.
Well, there's this one website which they have to change the peripheral like every month, and I used to watch it all the time. And like whenever something came on television, within 30 minutes it was posted on this website, and I'm talking about you name it, Game of Thrones, any of the Showtime stuff, anything. Like right now, 4 minutes ago, Blind Spot Season 4, Episode 12. Dynasty Season 2, Episode 13. What else? The Titan Game Season 1, Episode 6. 16 hours ago was uploaded. So, and it's updated all the time. And let me double check. Game of Thrones, yeah, right there. Game of Thrones. It's all updated, and you can watch it there free.
Yeah, we were doing that for a while. Then the app we used got shut down. So
Yeah. And then going back to comparing, I'm looking at 1 gig upload is $110 a month here for 1 year agreement.
And that's not bad at all.
If you want to go
That is
2 gigs
for a full
it's
gig.
$300. If you go 2 gigs, it's $300.
I mean, I want to know what you're doing if you got 2 gigs.
right.
I want to be a part of it.
Yeah. Let me be a peasant so I can like cipher a gig off of you. Any games that everybody's looking forward to coming out? I know Anthem is coming out.
Oh yes.
I played a demo. I'm still on the fence. I'm probably gonna wait to either get it or not. And Mr. Mike,
Yeah.
are you going to dip your toes into the Jump Force?
No, absolutely not.
Oh man.
I love fighting games, plain and simple, but that is just too shonen for me.
I figured as much. I mean, yeah, I just don't like the art, honestly. Like, I've got what was it we were talking about last time? The Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, I think it was. I bought
The
that.
Naruto game, yeah.
I bought that and I played it, and it's like go online, it's a whole different ball game. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I just like playing it by myself. And then Soul Calibur 6, I'm like, okay, I'm back to fighting games.
Yeah. That's my thing with FPSs, man. I mean, some of them are really, really fun, but I'm just gonna end up going back to where I was, and I'll stick there.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'll be happy.
you guys can catch me when Mortal Kombat 11 drops.
Yeah.
That's what you're saving your money for. Now, which one are you going to get?
Yep.
Are you going to get the regular or the premium?
Well, I'm probably not gonna pre-order it, so I'll probably just go with the regular because cool thing about my GameStop and my Walmart is that they just stick the code inside the case for the day one DLC guy.
Yeah. Now,
So like, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll go online or I'll go to my GameStop and get the season 1 pass.
Now, what do you think? Now, are you a dead or alive type of person too?
I used to be until they got
Do
a
you,
little PC.
Gotcha. See, I mean, there's a couple things coming out. Like they got the Crash Team Nitro Racing, and then Division 2, Anthem, Trials Rising. But you can there's apparently loot boxes in that now too. That you can get all cosmetic stuff. Metro Exodus, which I haven't played any of the Metro games.
Oh boy, I could go into some detail on Metro Exodus.
Like, good or bad?
Well, you guys, last week we talked about Metro going over to Epic Games, right?
Yeah.
Well, during the week, one of the games coders or whatever they are, one of the people who worked on the game was like, you guys keep bitching about this, and we just won't put the next game on PC at all.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Somebody got really pissed
Yeah.
off and tweeted about that, and they're like, dude, chill out.
To the point where the studio had to be like, yeah, our views are not reflective of his at all.
But they
Wow.
But they did kind of defend him though.
They did, because it's like, he's one of our employees. He was very passionate about this title. So while we may not reflect his views,
We
we do
respect
allow him to express them.
Yeah, we respect
Exactly.
his views, but they're not ours. And just it just goes to show you how much this has affected our employees, because it wasn't our choice. It was our shareholders' choice, because there was a whole list of
Exactly.
we're not going to do this, we're not going to do this, and then when the majority of shareholders like, yeah, you're going to do this.
Yeah.
But
So when it comes to the Metro games and them being that they were niche for so long and only in the last 4 years started to gain traction, they got some really passionate employees over there. So
yeah, and then like what is it? The other thing is
that's how that
too
one
is that you have to wait a year to be able to buy it on Steam.
full year.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it's like one of those tiered exclusives.
Yeah, kind of like
Where-
how Destiny
and
1 was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
because that
hey
was-
guys, I hate to cut this short for myself, but my daughter just woke up.
No, we're actually it's right there at that timing, so you're good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on. I look forward to talking with you guys next week, throughout the week.
Thanks, Frank, for stopping in and giving us your expertise on your Call of Duty.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good one.
Yep. And
uh,
I want to say thank you for Lance for being a special guest for us today, even though he was quite the quiet one.
Yeah, I realized once I got in here, I'm not as much of a gamer as y'all.
Well, we're not really too much of a gamer ourselves. We do this podcast just because we like to get our community of dads together and just talk about stuff.
Oh, I understood. I don't
Yeah,
look into games. The only thing I've been really excited about it all is seeing that Microsoft is supposed to be reviving the Fable franchise.
Really, I didn't hear
Oh,
about
Yeah.
I
that.
heard that. Oh, yeah.
I saw that earlier today. I've been
Oh.
kind of stoked about it.
Do tell us more.
That's pretty much all I remember. I just happened to pass by it while looking at other stuff. Probably next year having a game out.
Yeah, what they're doing is Peter Molyneux, the creator of Fable, is actually stepping away from it, I believe. And while he is going to have a voice of input on the game or games, he is more or less allowing a publisher, or not publisher, different developer work on it. And I only heard about this as of yesterday. The news is still coming out, so we'll keep on toes with that. But right now, that's really all there is.
Okay, because I played the first one. I think that was the one that you could choose the bow and arrow with XP. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I played the original first one, and then I think by the time we got to, 3, it was bad.
Yeah, 3 was horrible.
What? Okay, well, that's your opinion.
Well, no, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I didn't.
No, overall, it was bad. I will admit that, but I still love the hell out of the Fable games. Fable 2, my wife actually played it for a bit, and she had fun with it. And then once Fable 3 came out, she was like, "Yeah, I don't want a game." But yeah, it's one of those games where your choice actually matters, and there is not much at all on the market besides indie titles that do that anymore.
No.
Well, I thought they said that Assassin's Creed Origin did that. But then again, who played that?
The new Assassin's Creed?
Not the
The new
Origins,
Assassin.
but yeah, the Odyssey.
Yeah. Well, the thing with that is they put out a DLC and it didn't matter what your choice was because you or your partner had a baby.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay then.
Yeah.
That stuff happens.
Yeah, so that's what happened with that. I don't know. But yeah, I did see the Fable stuff and I'm excited about it, but I wasn't like, this is huge. This is just Peter Molyneux saying that he wants to do this. And right now, I think that's pretty much where we're at. I don't know if Xbox is going to make it like, okay, it has to come over here.
I mean, it's always been on the Xbox though, right?
It always has been. But back then, the studio was owned by Microsoft, and I have no idea where it lies right now because the Peter Molyneux separated.
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
what is that one that we were talking about last time? That the 3 major Metro Prime 4. This studio that made the
Oh,
first
Metroid
one.
Prime.
Yeah, people that made that was the 3 figureheads of that was abandoned the publishing. Well, who was it that made it? God, I'm drawing a blank right now.
I know.
Oh man, why am I like just losing my freaking Retro Studios, right? Retro Studios.
Think so?
I think so. Yeah, Retro. Retro was the one that made it. And they lost their 3 figureheads. Yep, because they did the Donkey Kong Country series. Yep. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They did the ports and whatnot to the Wii U. So yeah, they're doing the new Metroid Prime 4, but the 3 figureheads for 3 different departments of that studio are no longer there. So
We'll see how it goes.
yeah, we talked about that a little bit last week.
See, I hadn't heard that the main guy over Fable had stepped away from it, so it kind of kills a little bit of my
I
excitement
don't
for
think
it.
he stepped away. I don't think he stepped away from Fable. I think he stepped away from Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into it more.
Yeah, go for it, man. We'll have you on that week. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of fan base behind that too. Behind the Fable, and it was like a really good RPG back then. I enjoyed playing the first one, but I haven't played anything after that one. Because I'm just like Lance. There's games I've skipped like my favorite series is Soul Calibur, and I'll play Soul Edge, Soul Calibur 1 and 2, and then 6.
Yeah.
So there's a good gap there. But
Oh yeah, I hear you.
So that's where I'm at with the Mortal Kombat games. I loved them as a kid, and then I played a few here and there, and then I saw recently the 11 was coming out. I was like, 11? Shit! How many did I miss?
Just be careful. Mike might get your number and call you here a little bit and educate you.
Oh, I still couldn't doubt it.
Because
Really, all you need is 9 Mortal Kombat X and now 11. Because before that, it was really a dry spell of some crappy games.
hey, he has to start from scratch. He has to start from scratch. Shaolin.
Okay. You can play that shit show all you want.
That's what I say. He's got to work his way from dirt up.
See, I think that's the last one I played.
Oh God.
Well, that's good. Okay, hold on. That's good because Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate Tournament Edition came out. And as much as that sounds like, holy crap, what are you getting me into? It's really just updated to work on PS3, Xbox. Okay? After that, you get into Mortal Kombat 9, MKX, and MK11. Just get some monks.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, did you see that thing I tagged you on there, Mike, with the Smash Brothers with the Mortal Kombat? I thought that was pretty good. Well done.
Oh yeah, I love stuff like that. There was one made by Dorkly, which is a YouTube / social media poster, and they did fatalities in Smash Bros. Also, and stuff like that is raw.
Well, if the viewers don't know, there was a video on social media today, and it was like certain movesets from Smash Ultimate, and right when the move would connect with the character, it would go to a cutscene of the, I think it's a X-ray, what is it called, for Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, the X-ray attack.
Yeah, so it was like cracking skulls, stomach, ribs, stuff like that. But it was like infused with Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which was a nice little brutal factor that Smash does need.
All right, so.
But I think that should do it for this episode of the Dad Life and Gaming podcast. I'd like to thank Lance for being a special guest with us today.
All right. No problem.
And you can catch myself and more than likely Mike and probably Frank as well next week. We have received word from our good friend Jay. He's in good health, and he's just having a little time for himself with his family as they lost a member of their family. So just keep him in your thoughts. He has reached out to me and said that he should be back for next week's podcast. So hopefully we can give him a warm welcome back to the studios there. But thank you for tuning in to our podcast. As always, we'll be back next week. Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with more gaming news and insights to our gamers' life as dads. So, and just give you a round of applause. Thank you very much. And we'll catch you next week.
Peace.